Hello devs, welcome back to my channel. In this video, we are exploring different object methods which are used in daily life. So I'm taking an object named obj1, and I'm assigning some key, and my value is one, and key and value. uh, Key and value. So I'm taking another object named object2. So I'm taking same B and C. I will add one more property D. D is 4. So in JavaScript we have a inbuilt method called assign. Object dot assign, and it requires two parameters, object1 and object2. It gives another if you pass only one object. It requires two objects, object1 and object2. Its function is to remove duplicates and form a single object. These are my two objects, and it returns a single object by removing duplicates. So B and C are my duplicates in both my arrays. So I'm I'm taking to a variable constant uh, assign result. So I'm logging my assign result. So node index is my file name. You can see a single object and removed my duplicate objects. B and C is repeated two times here, and B and C is repeated only once. This is the purpose of assign method. And another method, object dot entries. So if you want to run the loop for the object, you can use object dot entries, and in this it requires one parameter, which is the object. So for easy understanding, I am creating another object, person. Let's take a person details. Let's say first name is Harry, and second and last name, let's say Porter, and let's take age, and take it as a example 30, and mm, mail Harry Potter at gmail.com, and gmail.com could be a string. And let's say location somewhere, mm, somewhere on earth. So this is my person object. So if I want to run the loop on my person object, okay, let's pass our object person dot for each loop. So it in object we have data is stored in the form of key value pairs. So it accepts key and value, and I'm passing a arrow function, and I'm logging my key and as well as my value. So key is key is value. Okay, let us run the loop. uh, let's clear my console for comment first one. Okay, I'm commenting my assign result. So let's run the code. Node index. Yeah, you can see. Yeah, sorry, I forgot to pass dollar. Yeah, clear again and run again, and you can see my this is my key and this is my value, and this is my key and this is my value and key value. So object dot entries is used to run the loop for the object. So say if you require only key, or if you want to require only values, we have another functions called object dot keys. Object dot keys, and we have to pass them our object. It returns all our keys, say first name, last name, age, mail, and location. So it returns all the keys in the form of array. So let's run again. I will log, let's say constant keys, assigning to a variable. Let's say const. So log my keys. So yeah, you can see all my keys are logged in the form of array. That's it. If you want only values, values means Harry Potter and 30 is 30 on Gmail, and we have a method called uh, object dot values, because they are values, right? Pass our object, and it also returns all our values in the form of array. So I'm assigning to a variable values. So log our values run again. Let's see, clearing my console and running again. So yeah, these are my keys and these are all my values. If you want the keys and values in the form of um, lines instead of array, we can simply remove the values, and that's okay. Wait, okay. Say values person and dot for each, and we say let's take value and stay log my value. What's the value? It's a value. So I'm commenting keys and also commenting. Okay. uh, Object dot values, it prints and the each value instead of array. Let's clear again and run again, and we can see it's line by line. Water Harry 30, Harry Potter or somewhere on earth. Okay, if you want keys in the form of single instead of array, you can also use for each loop to the this keys method. So another function named freeze. So if I want to restrict the object person, that means if I want to add some other properties after location, it gets an error after freezing the object. I'm freezing my object person without further updation. So object dot freeze. I'm freezing my object person. So I'm no longer able to add properties to the array to the object. Okay. So if I try to add an object, add an let's say city. If I'm trying to add city, so I'm trying to add city, but it gets an error. So click console and run again. So I'm commenting this block of code. Okay. Index person log person. Yeah, you can see city is not added because my person object is freeze. I'm no longer to add another properties to the object. If I remove from if I want to know whether my object is freezed or not, we have another function called log. Then check whether it is frozen or not. Object frozen and person. So it gives status of the object whether it is freezed or not. Let's run again and you can see it gives me true because my object is frozen. So this method checks whether the object is frozen or not. Okay, let's see another function called hasOwn. Okay, object hasOwn. So the function of this method is to check whether my given property given property is exists in my object or not. So I'm giving my first name property. Check whether my first name is exist in my person object or not. So I'm passing my person and I'm passing my key first name. Run my code. Okay. Sorry, I'm assigning to a variable check for out check probe. So run again. You can see true because my first name is exist in my person object. So I'm replacing first name with second name. So it returns false because second name is not exists in my person object. Instead, last name is available. So I'm passing last name So run again. uh, you can see true because first last name is exists in my object. That's about hasOwn. Okay, let's see another function. Seal. I will comment log. Yeah, another function is object dot is checks the two values. So I'm taking a string 2 and a number 2. It gives false because log, sorry, 2, and I'm wrap it in a log 6 whether these two are same or not. So run our code again. It gives false because 2 is string and first one is string and second one is a number. So I'm making first one is also a number. So these two are in the same data type. So run again. It gives true because these two are same in the form of values or in the form of data types. So that's is. So if I want to take both strings, array, and let's take it, make it as capital array. So it gives false because which is here case is 2 because so false because which is capital in the second variable. So I'm making the same. Run again and you can see true because these two are same. And last method, length of the object. If you want to if I want length of the object, just comment this one. Early we can object dot keys of person dot length. Everything it console gives length of my object again, and is not a function. Okay. You can see the length of my object is 5. So I can also pass values here in the place of keys and it gives the same result of 5 because my length of the values is 5 and the keys are 5. Yeah, that's all about all the methods.